welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone has been okay, everyone has been good. On this episode, I am on this video. I'm doing not an episode, so we're not doing podcast, we're doing video. On this video, I'm going to be talking about things I think you should do when you first move into a new country. One of the things is that when you first move into a new country, try as much to pay for the debts that you owe, because some of us moved to the country and probably had debts from your former employers, from your bank, and some of these debts have very high interest rates. So it's good to especially get rid of those debts that have high interest rates, because you don't have to be when you come in to make money, and you're probably going to get the money that you need. It's probably going to be excess, and so you want to make sure that the excess is going off to first pay off your debt, and you don't have to do it in lump sum. You can always make a plan to pay for it gradually, but it's important, I think, just to evade the cost of the interest rates. It's important for you to pay it as soon as possible, so that when you finish the debts, the rest of your savings are going to your savings account. It's important to know how to drive when you're in a new country, because you're going to need a car for you to be able to go to your specific appointments. You're going to be not everything is in your locality. It's not like back home where everything is everywhere and you can walk, you can take a bus, and it's easy to take a bus, and the transport is convenient. So not all places are convenient, and if you move into a place where transport is not convenient, you will need a car. So learn how to drive, and if it's possible, make sure that you learn to drive in your former country, because I think, in my opinion, it's way cheaper and you're going to save a lot of money. But if you come into the country, start early, book your lessons early, book your instructors early, because driving can be such a conundrum, especially now that we have backlogs after COVID, and getting an instructor is not easy. So as I said earlier, make sure that you learn how to drive in your former country. It will help. Budget your money and plan wisely. As I said before, you're going to get the money that is almost always guaranteed, and you want to budget your money. As I said, start off with your debts, and then you can go on to save, and you can use the power of compounding interest to save up your money. And then after the period of time that you stay in the country and you want to withdraw the money, you have always that you can see that you have accumulated it, and you can be able to and learn, and that's going to be very helpful for you, because you don't want to spend all your money and be left with nothing, and then looking down the line you have nothing to look back on, and you probably did not spend your money wisely, or you spend so much on things that are not really necessary. So it's good to have an intentional plan in place to save and to see where all your money will be going, so that you can be able to see your whole extent. You make sure that you are investing also in learning about money, especially if you come from a background where money was not talked about. I came from a background where money was never there, so no one ever talked about money, or investing it, or spending it. You just got the money, spend it on necessary things. The rest is left for things that are not really necessary. You're not educated enough to handle money, because I think we all went to schools that talked about there was a financial and budgeting aspect of it, but it was not in a way that was practical to our lives. So if you need to learn about money, make sure that you learn. You can listen to anything. You don't have to go back to school. You can listen to podcasts. You can listen to what other people say talk about money, and then this is going to really help you with your financial plan. Take care of your documents. You're going to have so many documents, from passports to your employees' documents to your. Make sure that you have a plan in place for you to store your documents safely, because you will need time and time again to refer. You will need to make other arrangements with other employees. You will need all these documents, so make sure that they're safe. And if you are not able to find, or maybe through the kerfuffle of moving into a country, you lost some of the documents, make sure that you have a plan in place to replace them. So, number 5, commit to start working on your dreams as early as possible. So if you had a plan to study, to do your masters, to upgrade your diploma, to whatever plan it was that you had, make sure that you start looking out for ways to start it. You don't have to start big, you can start small again. You can plan, and with budgeting you can plan for it, and then you can be able to get yourself that degree, get yourself that diploma. You don't want to, because it's so easy for you to become comfortable when you move into a new country, and probably you'll feel comfortable because the money is coming in, and you always think that that's it, I don't need anything else, and you're in this comfort zone that you don't want to leave. But make sure that to avoid that, you start working on the dreams that you wanted to work on, because it's going to be so important in the long run. Plan to get access to healthcare. Most of developed countries, I think, they have free healthcare, or at least have ways in which you can access healthcare. And with health, you never know what's going to happen the next day. You might wake up today feeling good, the next day you're not feeling well. Affordable or free healthcare is going to be so good in the long run, because you will need yourself to be able to work and for you to be able to get money. So you cannot work when you're sick, so you will need, when you're sick, make appointment. Do not wait. Do not say that I'm gonna wait it out, it's probably going to go. No, you want to seek treatment as quick as possible. Oh, I wish I knew, I could have gone early. No, you don't want that. You want to access healthcare, and you want to probably access the most affordable healthcare, so that you don't waste your money again on healthcare. Is try as much to socialize with other people, with the locals, because you'll get to know about the place and the country so well from people who have lived in it long enough. So I know socializing can be such, and it's not that easy to say. It's just so easy to say socialize, go out and meet people, but it's not easy for some of us. So I think with technology nowadays, you don't even have to do much. You just have to go on apps that help you to connect with other people. Make sure that you're connecting with people that you knew that moved into the country, because the thing is that you should invest very deeply and intentionally in yourself. If you come into the country, whether you came as a couple, whether you have children, whether you came alone, invest in yourself, in your financial area, in your physical area, in your mental area, in your spiritually, emotionally. Make sure that you are investing. You can invest by buying books, you can invest in a gym, you can invest by having a financial advisor. Some of us can be able to afford that. But whatever it is that you're going to do to be able to learn about something, or to be able to invest in yourself, make sure that you're investing it. It will help in the long run to have somebody coaching you. Find a good side hustle. There's so many opportunities opportunities, as I said, especially in developed countries. So make sure that you're finding a side hustle that makes you happy, especially if it's something that you're passionate about. Make it like something you can earn money out of it, because you'll need the surplus to pay for your rent. I mean, rent is expensive. Electricity, you have to pay for electricity because it's always cold. So it always helps when you get that surplus. And so find, as early as possible, find ways to work on a good side hustle that will earn you money. Always find something, start working on it. If it's not working, move on to another opportunity, and the next, and still find something that works for you. Finally, one of the things that was such troublesome for me was when you first come in, it's a new place, you are probably isolated, your family is so far, and you might not be able to call them every time you want, so you might start feeling depressed or anxious or lonely. Make sure that you're seeking help if you feel that you're not well, or you're not feeling well. You're not feeling as good, as energized, as motivated, because you will need the motivation, you will need the energy, you will need the discipline, you will need the consistency to be able to work on yourself in the best way possible. So if you feel like your mentors are not doing it, seek help, talk to somebody, go and see a psychotherapy. As I said, everything that you have to do when you move into a new country, make it as wise as possible, and you can only be wise if you're informed. So make sure that you're always getting informed, you're always learning something new, because it will help you in the long run. When you look back on it, maybe say 3 years, you will be so very proud of yourself. That's it for the things that I've learned that I should have first done, and if somebody told me about them, I probably will not be here. I'll be probably very far. So take it from me and start doing things. Do not wait. If you wait too long, it will be too long, it will be a little too late.